This is your extra point for Boston College on SI. My name is Justice Sandel, and you have to really think about the schedule upcoming next season for football. Now, basketball season just ended, baseball season's underway, you've got hockey, you have lacrosse, you have a lot of things that's going on, but football is right around the corner. Spring practice is just getting underway, and you have to really think about the schedule that's coming up. You have Clemson, Notre Dame, you have a lot of talented teams that you have to face, especially with what Boston College is attempting to be, especially following up off of last season. You lose your quarterback, but you also get a new one. All the different players that you're losing thanks to the NFL draft, all the different recruiting cycles, everything that's going on. But with the way too early schedule, and if you really look at it, there's a lot of games that could be won, but a lot of games that can definitely be lost. You have Clemson, you have Michigan State, Stanford and Cal, you have those games as well. A lot of different type of games that Boston College can win, but then they can also lose as well. It could be one of those situations where they're just a middle of the pack type of team, or they can have a really bad record when push comes to shove. They could have a really bad record because of the amount of talented teams. Georgia Tech is a sleeper team. Syracuse is a sleeper team. Just so many different teams. You have Pitt, who was on the surge last season, especially with a great quarterback like Eli Holston. Things like that. There's a lot of concern, especially with what the schedule concerns, and just the different position groups and the different just amount of new talent that's coming in for Boston College and the amount of production that's being lost, especially with so many defensive players about to get drafted and some of the offensive players as well. So for Boston College, in the way too early predictions, there's a lot of up and downs for what can happen. But if they have the talent that they believe that they have, they could be a positive team that could get to a bowl game. And the bowl game is the only option that they really have in their mind, because if you really think about the top of the ACC, you have Clemson, you have Miami, you have who else would you have? Clemson, Miami. You could throw Syracuse up there. You might have to throw North Carolina up there. You might have to throw Georgia Tech up there. Pitt, SMU. There are so many teams that Boston College has to face that they just might not be able to handle. SMU, Clemson, Georgia Tech. You either have all those different types of teams, and maybe it'll be one of those situations where they surprise a lot of people. But in these way too early to look at it, 50-50 on what the Boston College schedule could be. They could be positive, but more than likely it's going to be a lot of negative this season. But there's a lot of chance. You never know. The college season is very mysterious in many different ways. So for Boston College, they have a chance to do something special, especially with the lineup that they have against them.